One's good.
They have one green wall open.
Planning, sir. Oh.
Last stop standing. I wouldn't go change for the money. They love me, I really don't fuck with nobody. Yeah, I ain't tell a joke while you acting so funny. I'm up on the moon like my name was Kid Cudi. She highlights around your...
Yo, what's up YouTube? How you guys doing? It's your girl DopeGirl20 and I got a great video for you guys today. These are going to be my top 5 Mira plays that I play in ranked. You know me as a Mira main. I love Mira. She's one of my favorite defenders. And I'm going to show you guys my top 5 favorite spots on the maps that I play for ranked. Alright, so we're going to start off on number 5 of my top 5 Mira plays. And this is going to be on the map Oregon. This is going to be for your basement supply hold. And both your mirrors are going to be set up kind of separate from each other. Your first mirror you're going to want to put in the supply closet on the right hand side facing bottom laundry. This is going to help you watch bottom laundry rush or anybody trying to push freezer. You can have a smoke, a mute, or even a maestro playing this side and it's going to help protect the front side. For your backside mirror, you're going to put an E-box and it's going to be facing blue barrels. Again, this is going to help because a lot of attackers like to push blue and like to clear out elbow. You and smoke can work together and make calls and give information to each other of when they're pushing, how they're pushing. This is also going to help you hold back stairs. It all depends on how your stack is, so I wouldn't really suggest doing these mirrors if you're solo queue, but if you have a solid 5 stack, these mirrors can help you so much waste the attacker's time. If the attackers don't already know how to push and they're taking a long time, the information from the mirrors is going to help your defense set up for a great hold. You can have smoke play, you can have C4 plays, and having them split up and just having that intel is just a great hold and why it's one of my favorite spots when I play in Mira. I, as a Mira, usually hold the box and have somebody else that's anchoring the site hold the supply. Now, if they do open your box mirror, you can easily just push back to site and you can just play box. You can hold down to watch pillars while you have your guys holding your back. Because that front mirror is going to help hold and give information anybody trying to push freezer. So if they push freezer and they get close, you're already aware and ready to attack that. This is why this is one of my 5th and favorite holds for Mira. Alright, now we're going to move on to number 4 of my top 5 Mira plays for rank. This is going to be on the map Canal, the server hold. And what you're going to do is you're going to put both your mirrors on the server side. On your first mirror, you're going to reinforce the server wall on the left-hand side across from radar. You're going to make shotgun holes across on your mirror wall, and then you're also going to make shotgun holes on your control wall. This is going to give you a wide line of sight to watch all the way anybody going to be pushing bridge. On your second mirror, you're going to put it on the opposite side of server, and you're going to put it on the soft wall facing top red or top box as well. This, you want to leave it on a soft wall because it's just basically going to be your decoy mirror. This is going to be a big decoy for the attackers when they come up red or even try to peek from E-box. And that way, you don't have to overextend when you're playing in server. Close to the desk or even on top of the desk, I've seen a lot of people just stand there, and you get really peeked because it's a pre-fire shot. But if you want to crouch and sit behind the mirror, you can easily see when people are moving up and getting close to objective site. Another thing to keep in mind is if you are going to play these mirrors, you're going to have to communicate with your team that you need someone to either watch green or you're going to have to put some wire or some type of sound cue for green. Because that's one way that they can flank you and get behind. But again, if you're going to use these mirrors, I highly suggest that you be in a full stack or even a 4 because with randoms, you just never know how they're going to act when you want to play your defense. This is one of my favorite mirror spots. I sit on the server side and I just hold it. I play C4. I can watch them coming into box from breach. You have a whole line of sights and all you have to do is just sit back, let the attackers come to you, and you just play your game as a defender. Alright, moving on to number 3 of my top 5 mirror plays. On this map, we're going to talk about Cafe. And this is going to be the top bar hold. You're going to have your basic mirror setups, one in freezer and the other one on East Cocktail. Now you're going to go on freezer and you're going to make a line of sight on the soft wall that's facing piano. You're even going to hit a little bit of the bathroom wall because it can give you a nice little angle on someone that's repelling on the piano windows. For your east side setup, you're going to put it in the basic spot, facing the bars and facing the drop and facing cigar shop. You're just going to make another line of sight and this can help you give that information to anybody who dropped new hatch, who's in cigar shop rotating to piano. That's going to give information to the other mirror player that's going to watch over piano. Another thing to keep in mind, you're going to want to have somebody playing on white stairs because that's another way that they can flank up. And thus, with this mirror, you have all eyes and all control of piano. If they want to take piano, that's fine. They have to go against the vector, and it's a very great play, and it's a good way to stall the attacker's time. They're going to have to figure out how to get around these mirrors or use utility to distract you or even destroy these mirrors. Be careful though, because a lot of people like to repel on the east cocktail windows, and you just got to be mindful that they're going to make their ways around. This is another reason why I love playing Mira, because she's just a big time-consuming defender, and she gives great intel to all defenders, whether they're going to drop skylight, they're going to push through piano, they're going to push through bathroom. You just have a whole range of variety that you can hold and have intel and just waste that attacker time. And now we're on to number 2 of my top 5 Mira plays. Now, this is going to be a bonus for you guys, because on this map, Border, which is one of my favorite maps, I have 2 ways I defend Armory. You have your basic mirror hold, then you have an aggressive mirror hold. And I'm going to show you guys both holds, because this is one of my favorite holds when it comes to ranked and Border and Mira in general. For the basic hold, we're going to go over that first. Your basic hold is your basic mirror. You're going to reinforce both Armory walls, and you're going to make a line of sight looking into CC. With this, it's going to help you hold that West Armory side. You place the mirror down on the wall closest to the door, and you can see anyone that's pushing westbound or even going into CC. You can even run out and do a quick peek into break room if you get the call. Your second mirror you're going to want to place up, there's 2 ways you can place it. If you're going to have someone play fountain, you can put the mirror fountain facing triple and kind of waste more time. If you know that nobody's going to really play fountain, I like to put my mirror on the single wall facing eastbound for any east pushes. It's just a decoy. It just kind of makes the attackers reconsider if they want to push in all the way, if not. But your main mirror that you want to focus on is the one on Armory. A lot of teams like to attack Armory balcony if they're not going to push east. And this is a good time consuming, because now you open all of CC. They're not going to be comfortable hopping in CC window, and they're not going to be comfortable sitting outside on Armory balcony. Now we're going to go over the aggressive hold. When it comes to the aggressive hold, this is more like, hey, we're peeking you, we're shooting you, and we are just straight after you. We are not wasting times. We're defenders, but we're attacking you. So your first part that you're going to go is you're going to make a line of sight in the fountain single wall. That way you can look into office, you can see the double door. You're going to want to put your mirror on the archives door closest to the door frame as you can. And this is going to give you a clear line of sight to the double doors from hallway from 90 top east stairs. And that way you can just swing and peek. For the other mirror, you're going to put 1 reinforcement on Armory wall, and you're going to actually shoot a line of sight all the way to east balcony. You're still going to do your same line of sight into CC, and you're going to put more of your mirror towards the west side of the reinforced wall. That way, anybody on rappel, anybody just trying to run up and not paying attention, you could really get a lot of easy picks from people that are just not focused, because they're not expecting it. They're not expecting one wall to be soft and a whole line of sight. But make sure you communicate with your team that you're going to do this hold so no one plays half wall, because they can get picked off easily. Put a shield up. You can play the shield, and this is why that's one of my favorite aggressive mirror plays. Because the attackers, sometimes they have no idea that you're playing that aggressive as a mirror player, and you can get so many easy kills and get into a 1vx situation to where they just give up. All right. And for my number one spot Mira plays, it's going to be on my map, Villa. I know you guys seen it before. You've probably seen it in the streams. You've probably even seen it when I played for DG. This was one of my favorite Mira holds, because it literally throws off the attackers and wastes so much time. I'm talking about the AVG Games hold. And in this hold, what you're going to do is have a double mirror setup facing Study and facing AVG. This is going to throw off the attackers so bad, because they're not going to know what to do when it comes to these double mirror setup. So for your setup, what you're going to do is you're going to make a line of sight in the AB wall. You're going to reinforce the left side of the wall. Then you're going to reinforce 90. You're going to reinforce both of games, and you're just going to reinforce the wall closest to the games. You're going to put both your mirror setups side by side. You're going to make a line of sight so you can toss your C4 over, and you're just going to hold these mirrors. Key things to look out for is you got to make sure your 90 is going to be covered, and you got to make sure your top main is covered as well. The rest of your teammates can roam and do whatever. As a mirror player, you are literally going to hold down Study, and you are going to hold down AB. You can shoot shotgun holes above your game's wall, so if anyone takes steady, you can just yeet a C4 and eliminate them easily. You can even make a call to someone on top main, hey, they push steady, they can swing and peek. Now, as for the mirror that's facing AB, you could just literally play the C4, and you could toss all C4s in all default plants. If you want to put it at the default plant by the bomb, you can toss a C4 there. If they have a default plant behind the vault door, your C4 will toss there. If they even go behind map's table, you could toss a C4 there. This is really hard because if these teams don't know how to attack this mirror setup, you can just waste so much time. Well, alright, YouTube, that's going to be my 5 favorite mirror plays when it comes to ranked as a mirror mate. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys go out there and use these mirrors, because Mira, she is one fun operator to play, and it's always fun to play her and see yourself getting crazy picks or crazy kills, and she gives good intel as well to the team. She brings a C4, she brings a shotgun, she brings a lot of utility to the stack, so I highly suggest you go out there and have fun with her. I hope you guys like this video. There's more to be coming. Make sure you guys like, follow, and subscribe.